5. Coverage you can count on.
Do you miss summer or are you happy to be in school?
Happy to be in school.
Well, happy or not, it is back to school time for students in Leon and Gadsden counties. Good evening, I'm Eden Schultz.
And I'm Julie Montanaro. With thousands of children returning to class this week, Tallahassee police are reminding everyone, pay attention out there.
You may have seen officers out in force today. They're keeping an eye on the roads, the bus stops, and the school zones. Our Capital City correspondent, Mariel Carbone, met with officers today. And Mariel, what can you tell us about their efforts this week?
Well, Julie, Eden, TPD has about 8 officers in its traffic unit, but you can expect to see more than that out on the streets with patrol officers also driving by high schools and elementary schools, all to help keep students safe. Now, TPD says one of the biggest issues is speeding, so that's one thing they'll really be watching for and pulling people over for. School zones have specific speed limits, most 20 miles per hour during certain parts of the day, but with staggered start times throughout the district, school zone hours vary. So TPD says to pay attention to the posted signs along your commute and keep an eye out for kids.
Please slow down. This is something new. A lot of children are going to school for the very first time. A lot of families not knowing how to go, how the system works. In several weeks, this will all be everyday stuff. But right now, it's something new. So please give yourself extra time and pay attention to what's going around.
And Northway says it's not so much watching for crosswalks. Those are pretty visible. It's watching for things like those little kids who are going to jump out in front of traffic. You know, it's their first time at school. They're very excited. They see mom or dad across the street and they just dart out into the middle of the street. So Julie and Eden, when you're taking it slow, you know, that's really what you are looking out for.
That's right. You got to be especially careful.
That's right. Thank you, Mariel.
No distracted driving in the school zone, right? Also, back to school for some college students in our region. Valdosta State's fall semester started today. Nearly 1,300 new students are on campus this fall. We would talk to one who is the first in his family to go to college in America.
It's very different. This is not like what we do in Mexico. In Mexico, you just like stay home, do the same thing you do in high school. But in here, you leave on campus, and I like it so far. I guess my parents not really.
Sure, they missed you. I'm sure they missed you. Between classes, students enjoyed free snow cones today. The University Center was handing them out to welcome students back to campus and give them a break from this heat. Well, all this talk about going back to school reminds us all of us were students at one time.
That's right, and we want to show you a picture. Take a look at this. A young Julie Montanaro with the bright smile, and look at those bangs. What was this, kindergarten,
This
Julie?
is kindergarten, that's right.
And what do you remember from this day?
Oh, I loved kindergarten. I loved that I got to wear a smock and have art. That was probably my favorite thing about kindergarten. And, you know, on weekends we were allowed to take home the guinea pig. That was pretty exciting,
And
too.
you didn't miss mom and dad at all, huh? And look at Mariel Carbone now here. Look at this.
Is she adorable? She looks the same.
She has the same hand gestures, the same big smile, the same black dress, I think, maybe.
Right?
She's still...
It was
Mariel
Destiny,
on
right?
her first day of kindergarten. And
Oh, look at this guy. Wow. Look at that,
You
Eden.
can't mistake the eyebrows, can you? They stay with you.
You can't. You said it, I didn't. Maybe it's a little salt and pepper, but I can tell that you used them from years away.